that beginning of death.
Welcome to Parapausal Campfire Stories.
Hello and welcome again to Parapausal Campfire Stories. Tonight we are going to finish up a story with Janet and Johnny, and then afterwards we are going to talk about aliens. So, Johnny, Janet, take it away.
All right.
All right. So last week we were talking about why we had to move to Orland and our severe haunting there. Johnny had gotten a job here in Sacramento, and we were done. We were done being haunted. We needed to get away. And
Not only that, but I mean the drive was brutal, so it was like an hour and a half each way on top of 12-hour days.
Ugh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gross.
So Johnny was not getting very well rested.
Wasn't getting well rested anyway because we weren't sleeping because
Yeah.
we were having haunting 24/7.
So we
Yeah.
made the decision to try to find something closer to Sacramento, and yeah, just the other side of the river is Woodland.
Very cute community.
Yep.
And I am the master of manifestation. When I decide I need to do something, I will bring it into existence, and we had a place in 2 days.
Nice.
And we
Awesome.
moved pretty doggone quick. We were like out of there. We were moved within 2-3 days.
It was
really
really
quick.
Just getting everything loaded up, moved on down,
Yeah.
moved on in.
Cutest house ever.
Yeah,
It was
Aw.
built in the 1950s.
I thought it was earlier than that.
Oh, was it earlier?
Yeah, I think it was 1920s. I was-
1927, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, it
Oh.
had the cute little archway entryways, and oh my goddess, I loved it. It had this beautiful, it was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath,
one bath,
1 bath?
one bath.
Okay, well, it didn't matter back then. Because it was just so charming.
hmm
But the backyard was very dark and ominous. It had these beautiful, and believe me, I love these dark trees. They were beautiful redwoods in the back, but there was a dark foreboding kind of
Mm.
later on.
Yeah.
And so it also had these French doors in the office space, which was
Wow.
super cool.
Into the backyard.
Oh,
So yeah,
super
Wow.
cool. No,
And
the office had
Yeah.
but it didn't. It
Yeah.
did have French doors to the back also.
Yeah.
But it had French doors on the inside and then to the back garden.
great front porch too.
Oh.
I mean, it was nice and set back from the street, so it had a great front yard.
Beautiful, beautiful place.
It was great.
And all wood flooring.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so we get into this place, and the activity had calmed down considerably.
Now,
But-
hold on. Was it just you two, or was it you two and your
It was
daughter?
Rhiannon too.
Yeah, she came
Right.
along with us at the same time.
Yeah, her dad was not taking her.
But it also happened. We also had issues that very first night.
I don't remember that. Tell me.
The
Hmm.
very first night, so we get everything offloaded from the U-Haul, and I think we just like did pizza or something like that to and settling in for the night. Lock everything up, and we wake up in the wee hours of the morning, and the front door had swung open.
Totally wide open.
Oh.
Yeah,
hmm And we had dogs at the time
yep, we did.
and cats. So we were
Oh,
like,
no.
How
what the
did this
hell?
happen? Yeah. It's
okay.
like, I didn't open the door. Did you open the door? And nobody had opened the door,
Wow.
but
And-
it was
yeah.
open.
Yeah, and we ended up with a bunch of kids living with us. So we had all of this teen energy.
'Cause I was down the
Oh.
road. That was months.
But still, it was like, yeah. And so, we started experiencing, the door opening. People, you could hear the walking across the floor in the middle of the night.
hmm
We would be watching, we had our bedroom in the back of the house, and then Rhiannon's was in the front next to ours. and then the office space, which the other two kids ended up taking, which was, like you said, later down the road. And we tended to watch TV all night because we didn't want, we sleep with fans, we sleep with things on because and to this day we cannot sleep without a fan on.
To just drown out the noise,
Right.
give some white noise.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
let me just say,
Fans.
it doesn't help
Yep.
me anymore.
Right.
Yeah, Janet doesn't get to hide from things anymore. So, we'd be in the front room watching television, and all of a sudden, the TV in our room would go on,
Oh.
and then off, and then on.
Mhm.
This happened all night long. Oh my goodness. We had a cat that just showed up. Now, I am a true believer that animals will show up when you need them. Honey, you're invisible again. This was the most beautiful, dark gray, long-haired cat with these fangs. She almost looked evil. But I found out that this cat was there to keep us safer. She was amazing.
She was an awesome cat.
She was amazing, and we named her Juji.
Rhiannon.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
great name, great name.
Oh.
And at one point, and we were totally into watching all of the paranormal shows. So we were really big back then into ghost hunters. Not so much anymore, for different reasons.
Mhm.
And so one night we had our roommate with us. Yeah. And I'm sitting there, we're watching Ghost Hunters, and I see this woman in period clothing. She's got a bonnet and one of those period clothing, like
Very prim.
1800s, very proper looking woman.
Mhm.
And I looked at Tony, and he looked at me, and I'm like, did you see that? And he goes, yeah, let's go get her. He goes one way because we could meet in the middle. He goes into the front or into the kitchen. I go towards the bedrooms and the office, and we meet. And then I got it. She went through me.
Oh.
And she was like, I'm not here to harm you. I'm here to keep you safe.
Mm.
Aww.
And I just had this, I'm getting chills and I'm going to cry because I had this overwhelming feeling of no matter what happens, you're safe. And an overwhelming calm. Just, it was like this, oh yeah. It was like this cool water just washed over me because we had been through so much. And she was lovely. The old man did follow us.
Yeah.
He still was doing the growling. He was still doing the calling me all kinds of names. He threw me up against the in fact, this is where Johnny finally had enough. He threw me, we were in the kitchen and we were talking about things, and he threw me up against the sink and he started choking me.
And that's when I shouted out, hey, why don't you come after me instead of somebody, the woman here?
Mm-hmm.
He never did. Oh, he did.
Oh, yes.
He did.
That's when I got choked.
Yeah. We would wake up. We had our computer was central in the dining area. Sorry. Boy, it's been so long since we've talked about any of this. We've really put it kind of in the past. Oh, she was beautiful. Sorry. She's got me in the feels. But we had our computer. It was it was not a laptop back then, guys. It was like a computer.
An actual physical PC that I built.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so we had it in the central part and of the house where, it was like you walked into the door and you went to the right. That's the dining area. God, I love that house. And our computer was like in front of a window, and that's where we did everything there.
Yeah.
And we would wake up to, God, I wish we had these things. We would wake up to messages on the flipping computer.
Typed in, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Wow.
at this point, we were also, we had the recorder, the digital recorders, and looking for EVPs all the time. And,
Constant.
back then, we both smoked, no longer do, but we were out smoking out on the front porch. And, just, oh, God, what was it? It was just the lyrics, talking about song lyrics.
Yeah.
You're as cold as ice. And then
Someday you'll die.
as we replayed it, we heard someday you'll pay.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't any of us that said it, but yeah.
And that wasn't Tony. That was
That was with
Ernest.
Tony. That was with Tony.
Was it Tony or Ernest?
Yes, that was with Tony.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
And we just, and like I said last week, we did have a video, because I had all of the video equipment running all night, all of the EVP shit. Sorry, no, screw that. Yes, shit, running it all. It was all running, and I mean, I was obsessed with it all, and.
Yeah, Tony had his mini camcorder, so we were able
That
to use
was
that.
Tony's. That was ours.
I thought it was Tony.
No, it was ours.
But we
Yeah.
had that
We had that running, and it was VHS.
mini VHS.
Okay, and so I had that running all night. And one night we caught two apparitions walking through the house.
Walking through.
Oh.
Okay, here's where I've got a problem with ghost hunters.
I don't like them either.
No, they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Right?
And
they're
they
just
think
weird.
they're all knowing, and they're not. They're not living through your damn experience. Sorry.
Exactly.
So we had the same investigative group thinking they were going to help us, trying to do anything and everything. And they're like, oh, well, you got to stop watching all of these shows. Hang on. And they took that VHS and they said it was bleed through from something else. It was a new fucking tape. But
What
they
asses?
stole it. They kept it.
They never
Imagine
returned.
that.
They never returned it.
Imagine
So we
that.
had concrete evidence.
And it was footsteps walking. It was, several minutes of these apparitions
Entities
walking,
walking
through.
through our house. We had a portal.
Mhm.
Dang.
And one of the other things is they came in and they had me go in and talking to the spirits. And then we went out, and I went outside. And I was like, okay, you mother. You know what? You want to be a big badass in front of all? Go ahead. I'm giving you one time to scratch her. One time. But you better do it in front of them. Guess what happened?
He scratched her.
Oh, but that was my fault.
Yeah.
I was the PK agent.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So, folks, I'm going to tell you, we've lived this stuff
We have.
in a way that nobody else. I mean, there have been people.
Yeah.
You don't want to believe me?
Oh, I believe you.
Oh, no, I'm talking to the audience.
Oh.
And it will happen, I guarantee it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure there'll be.
You'll
some
have your
bad comments.
naysayers.
Oh yeah. I'm sure.
And
there'll
you
be
have
bad
your people
comments.
that, oh no, I'm going to disprove you and do exactly what that group did. They did more harm than good. They were laughing in our bedroom while we're going through hell. They did more harm than good. Guess what I do now? I go and I help people. I actually help them.
Yeah.
That's
why I love
that's-
watching Amy and Adam on Kindred Spirits. I love them.
They're different, honey. No, they're different. But ghost hunters, they're all about disproving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or just getting the evidence and not actually
And they don't
solving.
do anything to help
Exactly.
the people. It's like, no, there is an emotional distress that is happening. I'm sorry. I'm getting on my high horse.
Oh no, you're fine. You're
There's
fine.
a reason why I am the way I am. There's a reason why I've been given the gifts I've been given. And that is to help people.
Yep.
And I will not leave somebody the way that they left us.
Yeah.
They left us in way worse shape than we were before. And then I went and I started doing, I studied with Lloyd Arbach, which is a parapsychologist, which even him, I still go, no. You know, I believe in me. I believe in what I get. I believe in what I'm being told is right to do.
Yeah.
And I don't doubt that. That's why Stacy and I started this whole thing. We believe you. You know, we're a safe place. I know that's not what this is supposed to be about. This is supposed to be, but folks, Stacy and I are a safe place. So there's our story, and we're sticking to it. And guess what? We still have activity.
Oh yeah. It went to the next house in Citrus Heights.
And the next house, but hello, who am I?
Yeah.
You're the woman.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to everything than just these two stories.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
To be continued.
Hey.
Okay.
Well,
We've
thank
got
you
more than we
so
can pull out of our
much.
pockets.
Oh yeah, definitely. Do either of you two have any questions or comments or?
No, not really. They're amazing.
I'm sorry you had to live through all that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
It
makes
helped
you
us
stronger.
get where we are right now, to where we are positioned to help others.
And guys, we are a stronger couple.
Because of this.
We've gone through hell. And we are a stronger couple than most couples will ever be because we didn't stop.
Yep.
So
You got through it
that is our
together.
story.
Yeah. Thank you so very
Just
much.
part of it.
Yes, thank you.
Golly. Yeah, I love that story. That's why I like in the first part of it, I don't know if you guys noticed or whatever. I wasn't really, you two, I don't know if you noticed, but I wasn't really saying anything. I'd already heard this story.
Right.
So I already knew everything about it, and I was giving you guys kind of a chance to react, and I just kind of stepped back and out of the way. That way you guys can experience it. So thank you so much. Okay, well, we're going to go off something in a different direction since we've got a lot of new updates on things. So my first question is, do all of you believe in extraterrestrial life?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every single one of you. All right, well, that's
Absolutely.
good. Because a lot of people have superiority complex and don't think that there is intelligent life anywhere else. Or they do think there's intelligent life, but they don't think that they can make it to this planet, which is weird. However, there's just way too much going on right now, and just, throughout the years, for me to say no, that
Honey,
aliens.
remember the story way back, a few stories back.
Mm-hmm.
I already told you guys my story.
Right. Yes. Are you talking about the sailing?
Yeah.
Sailing takes me away to where I
Okay. Love you.
Yeah, we're all singing
I
this.
love you, sister.
Okay, so what I would like to talk about, so we've talked about Janet's experience when she was sailing and how that kind of affected her. She didn't definitively say that it was aliens, but we all knew it was.
I definitively believed it was.
Right, exactly.
I had the forewarning. I knew it was coming.
Exactly. And then Christy, she said that especially in and around the spook light, she had talked about in a prior one that she had seen those red, it was red dots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, up in the sky. Now, I don't know if anybody has listened to, or is there anybody that doesn't know that story with when she sees the lights in the sky? Does everybody know that story? Okay, I just wanted to make sure because this was our one-on-one that we had that we had discussed
Right.
that, not through the campfire stories.
Right.
Right.
She kind of skimmed by it when we were talking about stuff campfire story wise, but it wasn't a thing, And again, didn't definitively say it was aliens, but we all know it was.
Yes.
There are
Lori,
so many stories we previously had
right?
that do talk about that. My mom's experience too.
Yep.
Exactly.
And I won't
Johnny?
keep going.
Oh, no. Johnny, do you have like any story that stands out to you or anything that you can think of back when you were younger, or somebody that maybe had told you about something that had happened that made you think alien?
Nothing that I can exactly pin down. No, it's just there's strong enough evidence.
Okay. All right. And Lori, what about you?
I've done some research.
Ooh.
I have always believed that aliens exist, and I actually every night, when I'm going to bed on Roku, I watch the Ancient Aliens channel and the Unexplained.
Love it.
Amazing.
Mhm.
And this actually came up on one of the episodes a few weeks ago. And then last week when you said we were going to talk about aliens, I was like, oh, I got to print this shiz off. But I have always said that we are actually the aliens, and the grays are the smarter ones. They're like the parents of us.
Right.
We actually, in my thinking, we actually live in a simulation. Because think about it, the Matrix, at least for me, the Matrix glitches at least 3 times a day, every day. And it's just like, at first I was like, holy crap, what? Am I going crazy? But then I'm like, no, it's got to be the up aboves.
Yeah. Could be.
Um,
Could be. Yeah.
But this that I found, and I don't even know how to say it correctly, the Greta Treaty
Okay.
in 1954, President Eisenhower, who everybody thought was in California getting dental work done, was actually at an Air Force base signing a peace treaty with the Greys.
The last so
Okay.
many
I
years.
haven't heard this, so yeah,
I
I'm
have.
interested.
Yeah,
I
he was
have
at-
heard
I have.
Yeah, you've heard it.
Yep.
He was at Hollow Man AFB in Otero County, New Mexico.
Okay.
And he basically, what it says here, on the 1954 Greta Treaty, the Eisenhower administration bypasses the U.S. Constitution and forms a pact with alien races. In exchange for advanced technology, the aliens would be allowed to make experiments on livestock, minerals, and a small group of humans.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Did you remember
Jeff's
him?
getting it. Mhm.
Yeah. Further analysis. Let's see. I'm just kind of skimming through here. But before the treaty was signed in 1953, a team of scientists actually got together and through radio communication and using the computer binary language, they actually made contact with the Greys.
Okay.
And so that's when they started trying to get the president to sign a treaty with them and doing kind of scare tactics where they were having a bunch of their UFOs over the White House and people were like just not even, you know. So finally, Air Force One traveled to Holloman Air Force Base and met 3 UFOs. And he actually went into one to sign the treaty.
Oh.
Yeah. But the population was told that he was in California having dental work done because he had a broken tooth. And it's just basically that the peace treaty was, you know, we are supposed to take care of the world that has been provided to us by the Greys. You know, we shouldn't pollute, we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't do that. If we were to get, and this kind of goes into Roswell, because if for some reason we were to take possession of a UFO or a Grey, that we were allowed to
reverse engineer.
Yes, reverse engineer on the UFO and also do, you know, experiments and stuff on the alien as long as it was considered humane and vice versa. They were allowed to take so many of us for experiments and, you know, learning as long as they were brought back in the same condition that they left in. But their memory had to be erased. So that's why whenever you see on TV, you know, somebody saying like, I lost 5 hours, but I'm still in the same spot I'm in.
That can't be recalled.
Yeah, it can't be recalled. So I just thought that was kind of cool. But like I said, I've always believed that they were real and that and the group, the secret group that is in charge of this treaty is called the Majority 12 or MJ12. And it goes on to talk about all the presidents that have been involved with this treaty. And that, cause see, there was, I know the first George Bush was John F. Kennedy, Gerald Ford, all the way up to Reagan. And Reagan was the one that actually wanted all this information released back then. But he said that at that time, it's something that we would not be able to handle.
Right.
So I just thought that was cool.
Yeah. I remember, okay, so I do remember a lot of that. However, I don't remember the part where they were saying that we were, that they had to return us. Because my thought process is when it comes to a lot of this is there's a lot of people that go missing in the woods.
Right.
That just like disappear.
And never seen again.
And never seen again. Or there's no hide or hair. There was one where a few people, the bodies weren't found, but the clothes were.
Right. It's just like they just evaporated.
Yeah. Gone.
There are certain places that they go missing.
Right.
Yes, there is. Yeah, there are
There
a
are
lot.
certain forest areas that they do go missing. They're never seen again.
Right.
Nope.
And they have tried. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, love,
you're fine.
love, my sister.
No, and I mean, yeah, and if you think about it, are the Greys not returning the ones that they take because are they maybe not pure or maybe an experiment went wrong? Or is it because we're not following the rules by taking care of what we've been given?
No, because
Say it's
I
just
really,
Greys.
yeah.
Okay.
What?
It's not just Greys out there.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
the
because it even
Greys
talks.
maybe.
Yeah, later it says other races entered into the treaty: the tall whites,
Exactly.
the reptilians, and the Anunnaki.
Anunnaki. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, which the reptilians,
All of
that's The reptilians is the whole British royalty. I mean, seriously.
Hey, don't talk about the Queen like that. Okay. God. Christy, what were you going to say, sweetheart?
Just, I was going to touch on the fact that the Greys may be following the treaty. It's some of the other
Right.
races
Exactly.
that aren't following the treaty and
Right.
aren't returning them.
And I haven't fully went down the rabbit hole yet because I'm kind of in another rabbit hole that I need to get myself out of because it's starting to make me sick.
Uh-oh.
But I believe it's the reptilians that are not abiding by the treaty. And I
That's
only
what a
say
lot
that,
of people think.
yeah, I only say that because of the rabbit hole I'm in right now with the Epstein files.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mhm.
Well, we
Okay.
will get into that.
Yeah, let's
Right,
not get
right.
into
That's what I
that one.
said. Yeah.
Hot
However,
topic.
I heard somewhere that the actual treaty included they could have X amount of people a year. Didn't matter
Yes.
if they came back or not.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I
the
heard
short
too.
version of it because
Yeah.
I was at work and I was running out of time.
Right. So that was the thing that
Yeah.
you know, it all these different races of course are in this whole thing.
Right.
After, well, anyway, but I heard that they could keep them if they wanted to. They could do whatever kind of experiments
Right.
they wanted to. They, kill them off, drop off dead body, whatever. It didn't matter. But for population control of the earth,
Right.
they were allotting X amount of people a year
Right.
to go missing.
Right.
So
There's the other issue with the Greys that we haven't talked about yet, and that is that they are actually us from the future, and
I
that
kinda
they
think that
we
too.
are that they came here actually to see, because they're not actual beings. They're like made, and they've got our DNA.
Yes, that was on TV last night.
Yes, it's a big theory.
Yes.
And that they're actually doing the experiments to try and get their DNA back to where they need to be so they can actually have their own bodies.
Yes.
It's a bit,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is actually a real, yeah, I really am interested in this.
right. But okay, so way back when I was in college, so this was my early 20s. So what, 30 years ago? My girlfriend and I had a friend named Gina. I have a friend named Gina. She was homeschooled the entire time up until going to college. And then she met me.
Oh God.
Oh,
And
Of
she's still your
course.
friend,
that's always how it starts.
right?
Case in point.
Yeah, exactly. But we would have a lot of conversations. Most of our group of friends would sit out on breaks or in between classes or whatever, and ours would always go from religion and cartoons to stuff like Jerry Springer and stuff. That was really popular back then.
Yeah.
But so before Ancient Aliens ever came out, would sit and we would talk, and she would talk about different stuff that was in the Bible, and we would kind of coincide different things. So before Ancient Aliens came out and said it, her and I had already had the discussion of that God was an alien,
Yes, I was getting ready to say that.
came down and abducted Mary, artificially inseminated her with Jesus. So if we are all God's creatures, and Jesus was, is our family, and he's the Son of God, that we all basically have DNA, alien DNA
Mhm.
of some kinds. Now, some of us, and we even went further with it, have a little bit more DNA, alien DNA. That's why some of us have special abilities. than others do.
Mhm.
So, the kind of, it's just, there's so many different storylines. So that's kind of where
Right.
I'm at on everything, is that like all these gods and goddesses were all aliens. God, of course, was an alien before everybody became monotheistic. And me, I'm still polytheistic. I believe in God and goddess. But you've got the Egyptian gods, you've got the Greek gods, you've got
The
all
Roman
these
gods.
different gods that are going around, and they're like, well, and then all of these different pyramids all over the place, and in the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Egyptians, everybody. And so I always put it towards that these were all different races, from different planets of aliens, and they all had a bet on who could get their humans under control and keep them under control. So the Aztecs and the Mayans, they kind of disappeared. And my theory is that they messed up and they started going against their gods, and so they killed them off. So they won the bet. They lost the bet. But the Egyptians, they kept praying to those
Gods.
gods, and hence the reason they have their
Yes.
half breeds or whatever, and it could be a suit, it could have been what they actually looked like. We don't know, but I do believe that we were like a bet that we were. Oh, they all got together and they're like, oh yeah, no, I bet you we could do this. I bet you. And then when it didn't work out for the Aztecs and the Mayas, they're just like, all right, well, screw you. We're going back to our planet, and we lost this anyways. So the Egyptians are like, oh, we got that.
We win.
Well, if you go back genealogically,
Mm-hmm.
if everybody is related to everybody within, I want to say it was 10 to 10 generations.
Okay.
If you put 100 people in a room and you trace their genealogy back 10 generations,
Mm-hmm.
they'll all be related.
Related. We're fifth
Or
cousins.
Or maybe it was 15. But anyway, it's I got that. But
All
it,
right.
so it would make sense that the DNA, would be intertwined if we all came from the same, from alien. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
And
yeah.
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 So that's my 2 cents.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean,
and
I
that makes
agree
a lot
with
of
you.
sense too.
I agree with you. That was just like that, further.
Yeah.
Right. But I think our DNA is our DNA could be different to different aliens. Okay, so let's say God was a certain group, species, and you've got the other ones that are the grays, and then you've got the other ones that are whatever, and
Reptilians,
so
The greens and the tall whites and
you've got so many different ones that not all of us come from the same lineage of aliens, but so I think that's another reason why some of us have different, I'm gonna say powers, abilities, whatever, to do different things, is that maybe, like, say, empaths come from one form, and psychics come from another form, and then you put those together and you get Janet.
Wow.
And it is the center of all things.
No
Good.
pressure there. Thanks, sis.
Oh, so anyway,
Not really, not that. That.
Oh my
I am, but
gosh.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Well,
But
and here's, I
I
do want to say something about one of the theories that they did have is that that certain races did come here to mine, and that they decided that they did not have the strength to do what they needed to do, and there was not enough of them to do it, and so
Mm.
they incorporated their genes into certain hominids
Okay.
to create a workforce.
I can see it. That would be
That
a
was
lot.
actually on Ancient Aliens.
Yeah, yeah. So that would be like the Egyptians.
Yeah, 'cause
Yes.
think about it. How would you, back in the day, I mean, of course, they weren't lazy like people are now, but
Yeah.
back in the pyramid days, I mean, those pyramids are gigantic and they're
Mhm.
beautiful. And it's like, there's no way that we as humans could have done that with just, so the aliens had to have helped with that. Kind of going along with Janet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing is that it wasn't just the pyramids, guys.
Mm-hmm.
They're finding pyramids in places that they had no idea
Right.
Yep.
that they were there. They are
Yep.
way past the pyramids of Egypt.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
fact
yeah.
that you've got similar structural designs appearing in disparate parts of the world
Yep.
at near about the same time.
And aligning astrologically.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was saying
Yes.
about the different pyramids around the world.
Mhm.
Yes. How would
And-
you do that?
Even Native Americans
Mhm.
have they call them mounds, but they're pyramids.
Yeah.
Right.
And look at the teepees.
Well, they are because they are
Yeah.
not. They've degraded through time.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
You know, and then you've got your menisca, the monkey and the astronaut. They're so huge. I think they're
Uh-huh.
in. Where are they?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, there's these figures out in the desert.
Oh, the Nazca line.
Nazca. Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah,
The Nazca lines. Okay, I
Yeah.
knew it was Nazca, something like that.
because they
Um,
have runways and everything.
No way you could do it
Right.
being on the ground.
Okay. Yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. The one with the runways.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they
And
say
one
that.
looks like an alien.
Yeah.
One is a monkey. So you think about monkeys, hominids, aliens. Boom.
Forms. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I do have my my DNA testing, and I do have Homo
Neanderthal.
Neanderthal in my DNA.
Oh. I don't think I have that. I think I've got Breton is one of the crazy ones that I had. I'm a
Got
Breton.
what?
Breton. I'll show it to you. Yeah.
Britain,
Okay.
Yeah.
If you've ever played Skyrim, you know what.
No,
Or watch
no,
Doctor
but
Who.
mine actually
because
does
they talk
have
about it
that
too.
in my DNA.
That's cool. That's neat.
That is.
Yeah, I love that. Gosh. All right, so let's move. Oh, go ahead, Christy. Were you
What's
gonna say
going on,
something?
honey?
I was just gonna say, have you guys ever watched? There was a documentary. Well, it ended up being a docu-series on Skinwalker Ranch.
Yes,
Yes.
I watched that.
Mhm.
And I also watched Blind Frog Ranch when it was on, which is just down the road from Skinwalker.
Yeah, I haven't
Okay.
seen that one, I don't think.
I highly recommend watching Skinwalker until you get to the last season, and the last season just bleh. But like the last season was when the guy, the scientist that was trying to do all these tests,
Mm-hmm.
he basically got told by the government,
To stop.
and
Mhm,
if you don't, we're going to ruin your career, and they ruined his career.
mhm.
They were
Oh,
getting too
wow.
close.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
they talk about Skinwalker Ranch. There are portals that open,
Mhm.
Wow.
and actual, they call them UAPs.
UAPs
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Portals will open. UAPs will come through. It has been documented.
Wow.
They can
They
would
come from
send
deep in the ocean too.
Yeah.
they're
Yeah, we'll get to that one. Hold on.
but they could actually see the vehicles. Is the best way I can say to
Yeah,
describe
the
it.
UA is UAPs.
Yeah, going in and out of these portals,
Wow.
traveling across the ranch, and it all when they happen at a certain height
Oh, cool.
in the atmosphere. And anytime they would send any kind of monitoring equipment
Mhm.
above that height, it would, in some way, shape, or form, malfunction.
Mhm.
Mm.
They couldn't fly over that with a helicopter.
Mhm.
Yep,
They
it's pushing
couldn't
away.
send drones over it
Wow.
because it. And then they found underground. They found metals that to this day they can't.
Yep.
They can't figure out what they are.
Yeah.
But amazingly, the metals they found underground that were, I want to say it was 2 to 3 times larger than a football field. In one of them, the portal was there was a portal directly above it.
Above it. Okay. All
that
right.
that these things, UAPs, were going in and out of.
Yeah. Wow.
And
All right. So I'm gonna talk. We're gonna go the opposite direction to Under the Sea. And no, I won't sing the song. But
Oh.
all right,
But you
No.
look like Aaron. Come on.
But before I get to that, I want to put this to you that the funny talks that Eric and I have. Okay, so my theory on crashes is, what if like these aliens are going on a family vacation to a different planet and they end up crashing
What's that show?
and they have to
Vacation?
and they have to call like AAA from another world.
What are you smoking? Or should you be smoking?
Vacation for aliens.
Vacation, this alien vacations, and they get crashed. So one of these poor alien
Are the
families,
alien Griswolds?
exactly.
right?
Were they going to Wally World?
I don't know where they're
Sorry, the
going.
big
Maybe
moose
to
out front should have
another.
told you we're closed.
They're going to another
That's
planet.
why we
we're
have so
told it
many
was closed.
WalMarts.
Oh my gosh. Well, and we're like a way station, because they say that some people will say like the gold is what runs a UAP that they call now, and so we're like a gas station planet. We just that's why there's so many that go in and out, is that they fill up on the gold and keep on going. But one of these poor families of aliens crashed in the ocean before the Ice Age. All right. So we're talking a long time ago. This ship was found back in 2011, and it is about the size of 2-3 football fields, and it crashed in the Baltic Ocean before the Ice Age. So after the ice, because they've got sediment built up from after the Ice Age. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because they have recently been able to go inside a couple of months ago, and which is really cool. So within a 200-mile radius around this, all electrical devices cease to work. Right. Once you're out of that area, everything turns back on again. But a lot of people try to argue, well, it's just a magnetic thing. It wouldn't be a magnetic thing. A magnetic thing would only mess with the compasses, not the electronics.
It has to be electromagnetic.
Yeah. So what they think is, and what I think is that when they had crashed, they were able to put some kind of a barrier around it to keep people away from it and to keep people from inside of it. They've had scuba people go down there and touch it, and it feels and looks like it's burnt, like it came through the atmosphere and kind of came down that way from it. They've already done geological testing on it. Again, same with the metals. You'll have one guy come back and say, oh, I checked the rocks and stuff, but it was the sediment that fell in around it and built up over the millions of years or whatever of that he had tested. It wasn't the actual ship itself. So once they were able to finally test the ship itself, no known metal.
Right.
To us.
Now, is this the place in the Antarctic that was absolutely nobody could go through there? The government kept them completely out.
I don't know, because what they had done, the ship, I'm sure the government wanted to try and do that, but they brought some people in to start doing testing. So
Right, and it's just been recent, right?
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
2011 is when it got out that they found this thing. And they had divers down there, but they couldn't get too close because all their equipment would shut off, and they're like, that's not
We don't
safe.
want to die.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And
that
then,
doesn't really make for a successful mission.
yeah, right.
And 2011 is supposedly when our timeline cracked.
Yes, and we can talk about that too, the Mandela effect.
Oh boy, that's a whole other show.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a whole
Because
other
I'm
show.
sure each and every one of us, the Mandela effect, the butterfly effect, we can each and every one of us can talk about that.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know,
and
my
then
how
go
mom,
many
back to the
times
other
did it
timeline.
happen?
yeah,
Okay,
my
that's a
mom
whole
did
other
not
show,
know
my
what
love.
the Mandela effect was until I had explained it to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's 73 years old and had no idea what the Mandela effect is.
I mean, if you're not on stuff, then you're not going to know, especially when
Right.
it came to like Abraham Lincoln's hat being
Right.
gone and things like that, unless you're in the know about stuff like
Right.
that. So, I don't blame her. I could see where that runs. But this one right here, so they found it. They tried doing testing on it. They tried keeping it quiet. The military has gone in, but everybody is kind of working together on this to try and figure out what's going on. There is no let's keep this hush hush. There's no anything else. They're actually being very open with their research, which is weird, but
Amazing.
I mean, how do you keep something that big quiet?
Right.
But
Unlike
then-
Antarctica, where you can seal everybody else out.
yeah,
Well, and
exactly.
There's a whole lot of hubbub right now, especially with the people who channel. And there's a lot of the channelers that do channel these entities, these individuals. Now, this is more down my lane of what I believe in reality.
Right.
But they're saying 2026 is the beginning of open contact.
Well,
I've
yeah,
heard that.
and I believe that 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have, and everything, there's a lot of stuff that's supposed to be opened up to the public, and finally saying, yes, they do exist, and,
Yeah.
and
They're
Said
supposed to
it.
release all the files and
release
Right.
all the files. Like, we don't know.
exactly.
You know?
Did you know that Obama did say on an interview that it's true?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, he admitted to it.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
So,
you
I
know,
mean,
Right. There are aliens. I haven't seen them, but they exist.
Right.
exactly.
Well, it's like the
He's one of
Obama,
them.
good job. Yeah.
oh,
Johnny.
he's the master of voices. Don't start.
Oh, come on now.
Oh, he can do it any other time, but
where is the and help me remember here because I don't remember, but I I've heard about it. I've seen it on TV. The ice wall. If you can get over the ice wall, there's a whole other planet for us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
because we have it's a hollow planet. It's a hollow planet, and you get inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember, and it is the Antarctic.
I think Antarctica. So
Yeah,
it's in
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
There's an actual it's a big huge wall.
And
every
believe
time I
that-
think about it, I think of
the ice wall, the Game of Thrones.
yeah, Game of
Yeah.
Thrones.
And it could that be why no country is allowed to own Antarctica? Because of that?
Okay, we don't know. Who knows?
They're not releasing that
Like
until
through my
us.
Right.
We're too small.
Yeah, just things that run through my little brain.
Well,
Mhm.
and
All right, let's stick
Also-
with aliens, woman.
at
Sorry.
this point in time, with the technology we have, like if they were to have found this, in the Baltic, right? If they
Mhm.
were to have found that in somehow, and we'll say the 1950s,
Right.
it would have been way easier to hide that shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
We have
Definitely.
satellite imaging, we have sonar, we
Mhm.
have, all these things that we didn't have before.
Mm-hmm.
And people are able to contact each other and share information a lot easier than
Right.
ever before.
How do you
Right,
think we got all
exactly.
that tech?
Yeah.
So, and I think that's why they're not trying to hide anything that
Right.
has to do with the Baltic Sea, is because, okay, so the people that found it actually found it because they were looking for shipwrecks and treasures and things, and they were using the sonar on the bottom of the ground of the floor to map the bottom of the floor, and then they mapped this very large. They said it was like a mushroom top.
Yep.
And then, of course, everybody went in and they're like, what the heck's this? And what's going on? So now they were actually able to get a drone down there, though. Yeah, which is really crazy because of the electrical fields and stuff. But I think they
Right.
found a way to get, like, there might be a niche in the armor type thing where they were finally able to get that drone in there, and they got it inside. There's a hole on the top of it that it's like it's breathing.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's taking the seawater in and out. It's colder around, so it's like it's sucking the temperature out. Even though that area is super cold already, it's like 0 degrees around this thing. They found kind of weird growths and funguses and stuff, I guess, inside
Oh.
there that's growing. That's not like a natural type thing to this at all. So they haven't got a chance, because again, this was only a couple of months ago. It was the end of
Right.
December, or the end of 2005, the beginning of 2006. We're only in March, so it's been within the last few months that they just got this drone in there. So they've mapped out a lot of it, though, and of course, mostly it's to say it's not a natural cavern, because it's got rooms and hallways and stuff that's all throughout this whole thing. And I'm just like super stoked, and it's like, this is so cool.
Is that the alien White House?
Right? I mean, or,
Yeah.
it's
It's
insane.
just an alien Winnebago, for all we know.
It is the
Right?
alien Winnebago. Thank you, Johnny.
There you go.
And I'm thinking with it being that big, though, it could be, you don't know how many of these poor creatures died during this crash, because there's no way that, and maybe this stuff that's growing is maybe something that happened because their bodies decayed.
There's
But
the decomposition process.
right, exactly. And also, it's emitting a signal, 40 megahertz. So they turned off everything on the ship and they did the sonar testing and stuff, and it is emitting some kind of a signal.
Huh.
So I'm
That was
guessing
the
that,
same thing at Skywalker or at Skinwalker,
oh, it's emitting a signal. Okay.
Okay.
but
Here's
only
a
at like you have to be like exactly tuned in,
Right.
and then you can hear the signal at that
Mhm.
Skinwalker. And I want to say it was at around 40 as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Who's to say they weren't in stasis and now they're not?
That's true.
Yeah.
Could be.
Or could still be, if we have an
Or
experience.
they've got some that are not and they're starting to do
They're in
things.
there still. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of excited to figure out what more they're gonna find, and doing the testing on all of that stuff. But
Mhm.
Is
in
anybody else getting a headache?
no,
No, because my
No, I
husband's
think
in
I'm
the
picking up
bedroom.
on yours though.
oh, I'm sorry, Hunter. You get a headache?
But it's like it's a weird headache.
I'm sorry,
Like pressure?
sweetheart.
It's a pressure headache.
Yeah.
We got storms
Like you've
coming
got
in,
somebody
sweetheart.
squeezing your cranium.
Yeah.
That's because you're opening your mind to things that
Yeah.
Making you think too much.
it's also a vibration of we're talking about things that could be absolutely real and they
Yeah.
we're on that vibration.
Yeah.
Well, and I've never had like if I try to talk to my dad about this, he's like, well, whatever, we're never gonna see it in our lifetime, blah blah blah. And I absolutely cannot talk to my son about it because he freaks the hell out
Ah,
because
okay.
he has his own stuff. But I am so happy we are talking about things like this. I'm just saying it.
Yeah, we love stuff like this.
Yep.
And
But
okay, how is it that so many? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to
no,
interrupt.
go ahead, sweetheart. Go. What were you gonna say? How many? What?
If you go through and you look at people who have done like mushrooms or LSD or some kind of hallucinogenic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So many of them will have the same experience as to they are talking to higher beings,
Mm-hmm.
like in space, about how things, the outlook for the future of the Earth
Mm-hmm.
and different planets. And I just think that that's interesting.
Yeah.
That opens the mind.
Mhm.
I'm not saying it that they're having a vision, like a hallucinogenic vision. I think they've just, by taking whatever they took to opened their mind up.
Yep. And that's
Like
what it does.
tailored
Yeah,
communion.
exactly. Yeah.
I
Just
I
like
never
never
liked
said
it,
it
but
because we were
Indians.
talking about our thing, but I've actually had an experience.
yeah.
I was asleep
Yeah.
though.
Mm-mm.
Because,
Mm-hmm.
I just think, you can't say, how do I put this? If it was one or two people, sure. But when it's been thousands of people
Yeah.
that are having the almost identical experience,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not
Yeah.
all taking the same thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there's so much. There are people that have been burnt by they saw something and they came in with burns and it didn't make sense how they were burned because there was something about the burns that was not
Yeah,
Normal.
earthly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had radiation on those burns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
The lid is off, guys. It really is, and it's coming out. And they can't keep it forever.
No, exactly. And I'm with your dad. I never thought I would hear about this stuff in my lifetime. I believed what I believed, and I know that like-minded people, like all of us, we've all kind of talked about it in one way or another. But I never thought that they would release anything in my lifetime. What I can't believe even more, though, is that there are still people that are naysayers.
Mm-hmm.
And have such a superiority complex to think that human beings are the only intelligent life form out there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
My husband was a naysayer.
Everybody a question.
Oh, was he? Was he a naysayer?
What?
He was a naysayer until we were at the Witch's Bridge over by Girard, Kansas, and he was sitting on the tailgate of the truck, and we're all just kind of and he's like, "Oh my God!" And it was a UAP, and he didn't know how to work his phone, so it didn't get recorded. But we just stood there and watched it for it hovered, and it would change colors. It would be red, green, yellow, orange.
Cool.
It would flash. It would stay solid. It would, and then a couple other smaller ones came with it, and they kind of did this little dance thing, and then straight up in the air.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, and now he's not a naysayer no more.
That's good. Because
Yeah.
I'd hate to whip his butt next time I see him.
Right?
Yeah.
And I can do it, dang it, because
Yes, you could. He's a little
Christy wants to
princess.
say something. She's chomping at the bit.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead.
No.
It's okay. I just want to make sure she gets to say what she wanted to say.
What were you going to say?
Okay. UAPs, I have mentioned them whenever I have my one-on-one with you guys. Out by Downstream. It wasn't just on my property. You could sit on the highway, or you could sit in the parking lot of Downstream and watch the UAPs.
That's cool.
Very cool.
And
That's cool.
they actually had, I know of 2 years in a row that when they do their like 4th of July fireworks on the 3rd, because that was their grand opening.
Right.
They had to delay their fireworks by an hour twice. Because of the
they were
UAPs.
afraid they were going to hit him?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
That's
Basically,
cool.
because they could see them and they didn't know what they were, and they couldn't get anybody
Clearance.
to confirm what they were.
Right,
Right.
exactly. So they
And
didn't know
so-
if it was safe. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
That's cool.
We'll have to look that up.
So
So do
And-
let me ask a question
Yes.
for everyone.
Yeah.
How many of us have looked up in the sky and gone, "Take me home"? Okay.
My ex's mother, she was big into that, and she used to say, "I'm not going to heaven." She would say, "When I die, I'm gonna say, take me to the mothership."
Mm.
Yep.
Mhm.
I've been outside at the river at night going, please
Yes.
come take
Outta
me,
here.
do whatever you want.
You.
We're here for a reason, you guys.
Yep.
It's
Well,
okay.
And that's funny because I said just a couple of days ago, Eric and I were talking about that, and I said, you know what? If they're going to show up, at least they could do is give us a ride. So
Right?
take us somewhere cool,
send us
man.
away.
We want to go on vacation too.
We will be your Scooby crew.
That's right. Oh my goodness. Who knows? We may get our chance, but I don't want to go with those ones that aren't going to bring me back. So.
Right?
Or
would
maybe
probably,
you would.
they would probably
Oh.
get out of our atmosphere and right back saying, "Oh hell no, get off."
Right. With
They would be like,
Kick us out."
we cannot contain your shenanigans. You must return.
Go
Oh, I'm
play
sorry.
bad
You're
dream.
a puzzle. We're not taking you.
we're
I
crazy.
don't See, this is why I do everything in my power to not be kidnapped. I'm not saying by aliens, I'm saying by humans. You know, I make myself fat. It's harder to steal a fat woman. I make myself round and squishy. Again, it's harder to get a hold of a good place to drag me.
Right. That's
I
right.
am full of shenanigans. I have several bad ideas that I have not got to put in practice yet.
I just want to get on the spaceship and go, Elliot.
Holy freaking kick your ass.
Oh, ho, ho.
You want some
Oh.
Reese's Pieces?
I think I made Janet laugh so hard
Oh,
she covered her face.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We're so funny. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. We have too much fun.
This has been the funnest, I think. That
It
we-
is. We have so much fun. Oh my gosh.
Johnny's
We-
face is all red.
Well, and you know, and if people say, well, I don't believe in aliens, aliens are either they A, don't exist, or if you're like my mother's side of the family, which they are all very Christian,
Mhm.
extremely Christian. They're
Mhm.
demons.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, everything
But
is
come on,
either
there are in the Bible. There
Right?
are spaceships in it.
Yes.
but
On the
according
pyramids, there are spaceships in it.
Yep.
right. But you know,
I mean,
I'm,
some of the
if I
descriptions, came from this great fiery wheel in the sky.
Mhm.
What do you think?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
With
Gene
these
even
limited
said that.
context, that's a spaceship.
Yeah,
Right?
Jean even said that whenever we were talking about the religion and aliens. She's like, yeah, there's a section in the Bible that has something to do with metallic walls and, like metal and stuff. I mean, in biblical times, hello?
I mean, that just kind of makes, I gotta say it, the whole Stargate premise, sound a little bit more plausible.
Exactly.
I almost
Yeah.
thought
And
it
you just
was.
look at your movies and you know what's
Yep.
going on.
Yep, that
Yeah.
right there is just spelling it all out. They're going,
Mhm.
okay, here we go.
Here's your teaching
Exactly.
before we actually give you everything
I mean,
we know.
in 1996, I mean, they just kind of threw it all at us anyways with Independence Day and spoiled the plot and says, yeah, it's preparation.
Yep.
Okay, here we are. It's 30 years later.
Mhm.
Let's get closure.
And Men in
Yep.
Black are real. I mean,
Right.
Yeah, I do believe Men in Black are real as well.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, we all know it is because it's been proven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what are the guys in the black that are always telling people, don't you say anything?
Yeah.
And then on
Right.
their deathbeds, they go, hey, guess what, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nowadays, I wouldn't say, you know what? Stop with that. Just stop. We all know it is. And even if aliens were to come down, these naysayers are going to be like, "Oh, that's not real. That's AI."
Yeah.
Until it lands in their backyard.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's watch
Yeah,
the
well, let's
birds
hope it
freak
does.
out. Let's do that. I want to see that.
Okay, I have a theory. Do you guys think that things that we see in movies on television, we'll say 10, 15, 20 years ago,
Mhm.
were preparing us for things that are happening now?
100%.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what
100%.
it is.
Do you know what worries me about that?
What's that?
The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh,
Yeah.
nah. We don't have to worry about that. That's old school.
Okay, that's a totally different subject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm not saying religiously. I'm
Right.
saying, well, I mean, it like they took it a religious way. But if it wasn't religiously, but this is what the aliens are planning, they're going to segregate us and have
Could
us
be.
mining things for them
Could be.
as they come out. You know what?
Volunteer.
Using us as cattle. Yeah.
Basically, cattle and slaves.
Well, that's what we were in the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we were slaves in the beginning and we just got off the leash, and
Yeah.
We have a
so
little more freedom. Not much.
They
but-
lost their GPS. They forgot where we were.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Like I'm not saying that for the Handmaid's Tale is going to be a religious thing. I think it's
Right,
going
no.
to be a racial between. Okay, you are closer
Alien
to
and human.
my alien race. You are closer to my alien race.
Mhm.
And segregate us that way, and like they have a hierarchy within their. We'll call it a federation,
Right.
and that is going to depend on what our jobs become.
See that? Yeah.
I want to be a reptile.
I know
don't-
they're rich,
I don't-
right?
Right?
I
Get
don't
the
like
money.
to sweat.
I just, yeah.
They got the money.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us again for Campfire Stories and our craziness. Because, yeah, and thank you all for your stories. I love you guys so much. And everybody, please have a blessed day.
Yep. Love you. Mwah.
Love
See you
you.
next time.
Like, comment, and subscribe.